Please like and subscribe. Hello, collective. Welcome to your reading. This is a general spirit check-in for the collective. So collective, I could be picking up on your energy, or I could be picking up on the energy of someone who's in your life, whose energy is in your morphic field. So please switch the energies around as you see fit, as they fit into your life. There are no dates on my readings, collective. If you resonate with the reading when you click on it, it's yours. And, as I'm saying in all of my videos, I just want to stress the importance of just really commending you on the work that you have been doing that brings yourself into the higher dimensions of tarot. Tarot is not for everyone, nor is personal growth, nor is self-improvement. Not everybody on the planet is doing self-improvement. There has to be a balance. So I just really commend you for the work you are doing to bringing your vibration up. And as I say, tarot is like Buddhism. And we don't enter into tarot or into Buddhism without having done some important groundwork upon ourselves. Because you're going into the crystal cave. When you go into Buddhism, you're going into your own mind. You're going to be met with yourself, all the facets of yourself. And some of them are glorious and beautiful and incredible. And some of them are terrifying, It wasn't until I read the Tibetan Book of the Dead that I began to not be so scared of my mind, and well, it's not even that. It was helping me understand even further the relationship. I could begin to have a much deeper relationship with my own psyche. Because the Tibetan Book of the Dead is fierce. It's a very fierce book. It's over 2,000 years old. So it's, Okay. So I'm just commending you on the work that you are doing to bring up your vibration, because that does impact the planet. That does impact humanity. Look at the, I don't know if you've ever watched the movie What the Bleep Do We Know? It's a documentary that came out, I think, in something like 2004 or something like that. But anyway, in this documentary, they talk about a exercise of meditation that they did, I think, in Washington, D.C. And I think it was something like, I can't remember how many people. It was a large number of people that got together and meditated all at the same time. And how it impacted Washington was that crime was reduced collectively in the city by over 30%. That's huge. That's huge. So that's what I mean. You don't, even if it doesn't feel like you're making an impact by the work you're doing, and I kind of get that a lot of us aren't even thinking about that. We're trying to make our own lives better, let alone save the world. But I just want to let you know that you are helping. This work is resonating into the field and is impacting humanity. Even if it's at the subtlest level. Okay? And that's what tarot is. Tarot is all about the subtleties. It's all about the subtleties. Okay. Creator, please bless this reading. Please bring in the knowledge and the wisdom of the Most High for the collective. Thank you. Okay, collective, creator, what does collective need to hear? What do they need to hear right now? What do the viewers need to see? What do the listeners need to hear? What is the message? I wasn't sure if I was going to do a reading today. But here it is. And the times I do my readings fluctuates. You know, this is my last week of afternoon shift. So for the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be going onto day shift. And that affects everything. The time shift affects everything. Okay, cards are flying out of this, and I have, okay, hold on a second here. Holy smoke. Okay. Okay, that one wants to be seen. Ooh, okay, that one wants to be seen. This landed face up, so I am going to, yep. Yes, I can feel the creator of this card. It was all the cards that flew out. I like ignored them, and this one's like, hello. Okay, perfect storm, number 44. Number 44 is a master number. So this is divine, this perfect storm, the courage to step into life. The perfect storm. So there is an opportunity, collective, that is coming in, that is designed specifically for you. That's how challenges are, you know, that's how obstacles are. Like even Lao Tzu stated that obstacles do not block the way, they are the way. Mary O'Malley said it this way, that what's in the way is the way. You know, so and many of our challenges, you know, are intrinsically and intelligently designed for each and every one of us. That's how intimate this universe is. That's how intimate your soul is. Our own souls are working for our growth. Okay, so perfect storm, the courage to step into life. And look at the spiral in the midst. This looks like, that's interesting. It looks like a raven or a crow, but with the feathers of a peacock. But the feathers are not fanned out yet. But look at the spiral in the heart of the peacock. Okay, I get many things here. Oh, I get many things. Okay, first of all, spirals are indicative of unending cosmic evolution. We live in a spiral galaxy. When you put two opposites together, you have a spiral. You know, the fact that we live in duality, but the spiral is contained within the whole. So there is unity. There is unity and there is duality at the same time. These are two opposite planes of consciousness, both existing at the same time. So this is a multi-dimensional experience. And, you know, the people that come to my channel are already multidimensional. Otherwise, you wouldn't resonate with any of these readings. You know, I can't tell you how many times people have told me, Joanne, you're so deep, you know, like, and I'm not, this is my everyday normalcy, you know. And the people, you guys that come to my channel and you're like, yes, I'm so glad I found your channel. Like, it's like, oh, finally, creator. Like, people who speak my language. Thank you. People that speak, I should say, his language, your language, creator, the language of the universe. Symbolism is universal language. It transcends space and time. That's why tarot is so powerful. And tarot is rooted in the Kabbalah. The Kabbalah is based on the tree of life. You know, so, you know, anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. Okay. So the perfect storm. So there is an initiation coming for whoever is going into this perfect storm. Courage to step into life. Okay, Creator, can we have the next card, please? Yeah, the cards were flying. I like it when that happens because it lets me know that Spirit's got something to say. Just making some room on my little table here. Cut the cards here. The next card out, collective. Ooh, no way. Oh, the covenant. Number 7. Holy smoke. These are powerful numerology coming through. A master number, number 44, and the number 7. First of all, 44 breaks down. 4 plus 4 is 8. That is a multi-dimensional number by itself. Oh my gosh. Holy, whoever I'm speaking to, you are very complex. You are very, very deep. You have your own depth about you. And the Creator and you are integrating, expanding experientially. This isn't just mentally expanding, this is experientially expanding by what? For some of you, I'm getting this is coming. And for some of you, this has already happened. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. Yeah, for some of you that this has already happened, you went through the eye of the needle. You went through the eye of the needle, through a perfect storm that was tailored specifically for you. I'm getting that there was other people in the vicinity of this storm, but they weren't affected the way you were. This storm was set up specifically for you, to bring you through something within yourself, to bring you through. Okay, it's like, this is what I said in the Scorpio reading. You know, humanity is so intelligent. Humanity is incredibly intelligent. You know, so what I see is that you have brought into yourself people in your life. And I'm getting this is not just in your personal life. This storm, this spiral is not just in your personal life. I'm getting this is also workplace, that you attracted people to you in the workplace that helped you set up dynamics of your past, of traumatic events of your past when you were younger that affected you, that left your spirit there because it was traumatic. It left your spirit in the past, parts of your spirit there. And when you as an adult called forth people into your life that and you weren't conscious of this is strategic. We do this unconsciously and we do it strategically. You know, it's usually when we come through the storm, that's when the Creator shows us, okay, this is what you've just done. This is what you've just come through. And he turns on the light and you're like, oh my gosh, you know, like, holy, had he shown, if we're shown this before we go into it, we would probably mess it all up, right? So that's why we're not shown until after. So the people that you brought into your life are people that helped you recreate an atmosphere that gave you a feeling of powerlessness, helplessness, isolation, alienation, shame, fear. Oh my goodness, this is what I'm getting. Confusion, despair, hopelessness, even. And you were able to lay hold of the situation, lay hold of the situation, put language to it, and confront it. And in your confronting it, it doesn't matter about the other person. It matters about you. And in your confronting it, the movement, the action that okay, how do I say this? The outward phenomenon of your action, the outward phenomena of your action creates a magnetics that it's like the outward action of you doing this calls your spirit back. It calls your spirit back because you mean it. You mean it. You're standing up to something in your life because you're ready to face this. You're ready to face this. Oh my gosh, you're ready to face this. You know, we employ, or I'll say even the universal intelligence employs us too. But when we have to live through certain soul losses in our life, there's an intelligence going on that is protecting us, very much protecting us from the pain of what we lost, from the pain of the absence, the terror of the vacuum. You know, like these soul loss is terrifying. It is absolutely terrifying. You know, and there is such a beautiful intelligence that supports us while we are facing into our everyday life, while we have experienced a type of soul loss. And this is what I see for some of you that have gone into this perfect storm. It was set up for you to call back your spirit into present time. And because of that, you come into present time where you can now, you're standing in your destiny. See, destiny and fate are not the same thing. Fate is the outcome that you live. Fate is, okay, Creator, give me the language. Let this be clear and articulate. Fate is your fulfilling the expectation that the people around you have put upon you about you. Okay? Fate is your fulfilling the expectation of the things the people around you have said about you. Okay, like, you know, it could be positive or negative. It doesn't matter. That is you fulfilling your contract with the tribal mind. That's the tribal mind. That's the group mind. But there comes a point when you're called, your soul will awaken. And your soul, you know, some people call this midlife crisis when they realize they've been climbing the wrong mountain. They've been fulfilling the wrong dream. You know, I forgot about, what about my dreams? What about me? Like all of a sudden the soul awakens. And, you know, let me put it this way. Caroline Myss teaches that from birth to the age of 40, we're going from spirit into matter. From the age of 40 to our death, whenever that is, we're going from matter back to spirit. So from birth to the age of 40, we're busy oftentimes unconsciously or even consciously fulfilling our fate, fulfilling the expectations of the tribe about us, trying to fit in, trying to be who people need us to be until the soul awakens. And then that's when destiny shows up. And destiny is when you fulfill the call, the inward call of a higher voice within your own heart that doesn't make sense to the people around you. It won't make sense to the people around you. It'll actually betray. It'll actually go against. For example, look at the horse whisperer, Monty Roberts. This is a perfect example. Thank you, Creator. Thank you, Creator. There was no more clearer example than this. Monty Roberts' father was a traditional horse breaker. And in his book, Horse Sense for People, he describes his father beating a horse within an inch of its life, where the horse witnesses its own spiritual death and has to surrender to it in order to physically survive the trauma. Then and only then is that horse now an obedient horse that will do whatever you want in order to it will obey in order to save its own life. Okay? Monty Roberts made the conscious decision. Something inside of him, in his heart, said, no, I'm not going to do this. I'm not doing this. And he learned another way. And he learned the language of the equine. He learned the equine language. And now he is the horse whisperer. He's standing upon his destiny. I'm sorry. Oh, this emotion's coming through. I'm sorry. Oh, I could feel this is going to be a powerful reading. Okay. So this is what's coming through for you, is your destiny is coming through for you. Your destiny is calling you, your soul, this contract, and it's stepping away from the tribe. And I think that's why this is the perfect storm. Okay, Creator, can we have the next card, please? Can we have the next card, please? That book, Horse Sense for People, changed my life. It was a book that changed my life. It was an incredible book. Very, very, what a beautiful man. Very, very beautiful man. Beautiful soul. Okay. Last card. This is what you don't see coming, collective. Ooh, the Magician's Sword. Look at the numerology of this reading. Oh my gosh. Number 44, that's an 8. 7. And 3 plus the number 37, 3 plus 7 is a 10. When a 10 is broken down, it becomes a 1. Okay, so let's add this all up here. 44 when broken down is an 8, plus 7 is 15. 15 when broken down, 1 plus 5 is a 6. This broken down as a 1. 6 plus 1 is a 7. What a spiritual reading. Holy, you are on the path of your soul. Your soul is calling you home to spirit, to the creator, to your destiny, to your heart, to what gives you joy, to what is authentically you. To what is authentically you. It's not about the tribe anymore. It's about you. You will always be part of the tribe. You will always be part of a tribe. But it's to be in a tribe, but not to be not of the tribe. And that is a powerful. And what's on the bottom of the deck? Oh, Fortune's Wheel, number 23. And when 23 is broken down, it becomes a 5. So chaos. So the bottom of the deck is what supports, for me, it's what supports the entire reading, and it's also what's coming in. So there is some chaotic energy coming in when I see fortune and luck and right timing. Luck and right timing. So whatever chaos is happening is coming, you are going to sail right through it, because the social conditions, the cosmic conditions, your conditions are all going to be in alignment for whatever is coming here, whatever this is. I'm seeing this as a rite of passage. I'm seeing this as a rite of passage. So whatever you're going through in your current energies, trust this experience. Trust the flow and trust yourself. And trust that your higher soul, God, the Holy Spirit, whatever you call it, whatever you hold faith in, has you, has your back, is going before you, is supporting you underneath. Any more, Creator, any more. Ho, ho, ho. Okay. Okay, that's it. Okay. Holy smoke. Okay. Okay, there's a lot. I was not expecting this many cards out, but whatever, we're going to take them. So the first card out here is the Page of Swords. The second card out is the Queen of Swords. Ooh. Ho, ho, ho. The third card out is the Six of Pentacles. The seventh card out, oh, what am I, the seventh card? The Six of Pentacles. The fourth card out is the Queen of Cups. The Six of Pentacles. They'll say, okay, yes. So the fourth card out is the Queen of Cups. The fifth card out is Lovers. So silly. The Lovers in reverse. The seventh card out, so all these naked people, is the Devil upright. Ooh. And the seventh card out is the Star in reverse. The Star in reverse. And yes, yes. I am aware that YouTube doesn't like these tarot cards because they show the naked picture. Jeez. But whatever. Let's just honor it, okay? I'm just covering up. Well, you can't even see it on the camera anyway. Okay. So yeah, that's exactly what I mean. You went through an eye of the needle in your recent past. Something happened. You came up against a challenge. And you spent a lot of time thinking about this challenge, this Page of Swords, very much in a lot of mental activity, a lot of thinking and processing. Just gonna have a drink of my coffee here. A lot of processing, thinking, strategizing, and then you went in, the Queen of Swords. You spoke your truth. You spoke your truth and restored your own. You called your spirit back. You spoke your truth. And that's what I mean. You went up against a situation that you participated in creating. Or you were, maybe not necessarily you created it or participated in creating it, but you definitely, somehow, you were called to this situation and you spoke up and you stood up to it and you called back your authority. In doing this, you increased your own energetic financing. You had the return of a piece of your soul, which gave you back a lot of your financing, a lot of energetic financing. It brought you energy. It brought you clarity. It brought you self-esteem. You felt proud of yourself. You felt really good about yourself. This brings you into very loving energy, your Queen of Cups. But for whoever you were dealing with, not so much. I'm hearing this person is incredibly intimidated of you, very intimidated of you. This person does not stand up on the truth. They think they do, though. That's the thing, is this person has, it's almost like, okay, I'm just going to say it. This person has sort of warped their perception of reality. I'm getting this person is used to winning, is used to having the upper hand, is not used to people standing up to them. No, you didn't change this person by standing up to them. You didn't change this person, but you changed yourself. That's what this was about. That's why this perfect storm, the courage to step into life, this was designed for you. This was your initiation. And the Creator used an impossible situation to do it. Because you were kind of going up against this person thinking that you were not trying to change them, but definitely trying to change the way you felt about the situation, the way you felt about yourself, and the way you felt about the circumstances that directly affected you. Oh, there's my coffee pot again, is turning off, and that's confirmation also too. And this person, like I said, you confronted a devil, the friendship, the relationship, whatever situation, your connection to this person is no more. They see you. They see you clearly. They see you clearly. Oh, I have to say this. The creator is bringing this to me. Okay. You remember I heard another reader say this and it made an imprint onto me, and now it's coming into the reading for you. A reader had made reference to the movie Riddick starring Vin Diesel. And there's a point in the movie where he's speaking to the young girl where he says to her, "Don't you cry for him. Don't you cry for them. Don't you dare." And this is what is coming in for you, a message that is coming in for you, because there's a part of you that feels compassion for them, for this person, for this devil. You feel compassion for them. You want to help them. You want to fix them even, you know. You feel sorrow for them. But the message that's coming in for you is you don't know, you are not aware of how this person feels about you. And the instruction for you is do not cry for this person. Don't you dare. This is keep your eyes on you. Keep your eyes on you. You know, just because sometimes we can be blinded by our own love, our own light. We often, you know, sometimes our light hits somebody else and they're so bright and we think that they're so bright, but we're we're seeing our light on them. You know, when people often comes, and it took me years to understand this. It took me years, and Caroline Mace even confirms this, and I love her for saying this because she's like a powerhouse in the spirit realm. And she said when she started out her career, she said, you know, she believed that people wanted to be healed. She believed that people wanted to be whole and healed and healthy and empowered and you know, she says now 30 years into her career, after dealing with thousands and thousands and thousands of people, and she says she no longer believes that. She now sees people as they are, not as she wants them to be. And that is the most powerful lesson. That's why this has come into your life. As the creator, you're being aligned into true perception, true perception. And it's interesting because the way I described this Monty Roberts' father as like this traditional horse breaker, that's how I see this devil energy. This person of opposition that you stood up against with your Queen of Swords. This person is brutal. This person is got riders in their field. They've got riders in their field. But these riders are sustaining them, and that's what I mean about soul loss. That's what I mean about soul loss. I'm hoping that I started another reading and I canceled it out, and I'm hoping that I'm not referring to that reading and you guys are like, what do you mean soul loss? I'm hoping I brought that into this reading, but it could have been the other reading that I didn't go through with. I just didn't like it. Okay, I'm just sitting on the floor here. I'm gonna get back up. Okay, creator, can we have the next card for the covenant, this sacred contract? Yes, as the creator brings more of you home, it's for a purpose, and it's to enter into contract with the creator, with your true self, your trueness, your higher soul, your spirit. Okay, that one's definitely out. Is that it? Any more, creator? Any more? Okay, a whole bunch came out here. Again. Okay. So the first card out, creator or collective, is the Fool. So you have definitely mastered. The Fool is mastering Greenhorn all at once. You have the Fool has mastered a former cycle, and now the Fool is starting out brand new, completely innocent. The little dog here is like the Fool's totem. And I often see Toto from the Wizard of Oz. The word Toto is a Sanskrit for total, like the all. So it's kind of like, yes, like you're heading out, pureness, clear, open, ready for the all. Ready for the all. Absolutely. The next card out is the Chariot. Victory. I'm going to just correspond these. You know, there you go. You standing up to this energy, going up against this energy, was readying you to start over again. You standing up to this devil energy gives you victory, has given you victory. This victory brings in your energetic financing. With the energetic financing, you have incredible resilience. You are strong, incredibly strong. Strong in what? Strong in your heart. Strong in your heart. Strong in your nurturing, strong in your self-love and in your love for the people in your life who you truly care about. The Nine of Swords in reverse. You're entering into a kind of a peace. You know, a peace. I see this like a reaching upward or a reaching in towards yourself, towards your own heart. You're not kept up at night anymore through this turmoil. You've overcome this, or you are overcoming it. You are overcoming it. This person you were dealing with, not so much. King of Wands in reverse, you're dealing with a fire sign or somebody who is demonstrating fire sign energy, very arrogant, very overbearing, very dominating. I'm hearing dominating. Yeah. This person is very much has riders in their field, as I said, but these riders in their field is what is sustaining them. And that is a whole other lesson that the creator is not yet brought in. Maybe he's going to now, because we've touched on the front porch of this truth. And I'm not going to bring that in because we're already 45 minutes into the reading, and that's a long lesson. Okay. So yeah, dealing with this King of Wands, which is the devil energy in your past. The Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Where this devil energy was giving you the feeling that you had no influence, you had no say, because they had no intention of meeting you where you were. They had no intention of meeting you or acknowledging the hard work you have done on yourself and in whatever work that brought you together. This person wanted to diminish you. This person was threatened of you, very threatened of you. They wanted to make you small and diminish you and get you to agree with them so that and it's only because of their extreme sense of insecurity. When people, and Scott M. Peck says this in his book, People of the Lie, and he wrote the book, The Road Less Traveled. So the book, The People of the Lie, is a very powerful book, and he says in it, when somebody sacrifices someone else, and I don't mean actually physically sacrifices them, but I mean when somebody does something that is so violating to another person and refuses to acknowledge how they've impacted them, it's betrays another person and basically sacrifices. That's it. When a person sacrifices their relationship to another person, they're doing it out of an extreme form of self-protection. And that's what this is. The devil energy, the devil has no power. The devil is an illusion. The only reason why the devil exists is because of our ignorance. That's the only reason why the devil exists, is because of our ignorance. And the more you know, but there you go. That's a paradox that we're not going to go into right now. That's like an unending paradox that is forever unfolding. Okay. Eight of Wands in reverse. The World in reverse. And Eight of Cups, walking away. So, you may not have had an impact on the collective, because I see that this world energy is the collective energy that is directly connected to this devil energy in your life. This devil energy represents a larger collective. Yes, it's one person, but it's also a larger collective at the very same time. And although you may not have had a lot of impact on the larger collective, and this is fixed energies. These are the four fixed signs: Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Although you didn't have a lot of impact on that, it wasn't about that. This was about you. You were going through the eye of the needle. They weren't. you were. It's kind of like God used this, the collective energy, as the anvil to which you would sharpen your blade upon, to which you would sharpen your sword of truth. You would sharpen your instincts. God used, let's use like another analogy, the Creator used the larger collective, oh, I just had it, as the fire of which you would harden your sword. Harden your sword and make it true. Forge your sword in the fires, forging your sword of truth in the fires of this conflict, of the perfect storm. You know, not everybody that opposes us is our enemy. In the 3D, it may look that way, but from a higher dimension, they are serving us. From a higher dimension, you get into an antinomian perspective where you see good and evil is no longer at war over your soul. Good and evil is now working together for your growth. But when you're in the 3D, it doesn't look like that. It doesn't look like that. Okay, beautiful. 10 of Swords coming up. It's the first card out. Beautiful. Two of Pentacles. Oh, three more just came flying out. The Magician and the Magician's Sword. Five of Wands in reverse. Nine of Cups upright. Two of Swords in reverse. Oh, one more flying out here. Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords. I love that. Oh, yes, okay. Okay. It's kind of like, it's so interesting. I'm learning so much through this, you know. Tarot has taught me so much, and the Creator has taught me so much about dimensionality. And that when you are aligned on your destiny, into your destiny, even the future is aligned with the present moment. It's not something you can think. You can only feel this. Or maybe you can, but I can't. I can only feel this. This is such a... Any more, Creator? Any more cards to come out? And I'll be pulling a Native American oracle card at the very end of this. Oh, okay, a whole whack came out. Am I taking all of these? Okay. So your speaking up and starting over brings you is going to be bringing you a 10 of cups. Your speaking out also aligns you into new energy, new balance. See the ships in the background getting tossed around, but you're not. Not only that, look at the 8. So you are going to be doing a multi-dimensional dance of having a foot in each world. Look at his tall hat stretching up into the higher dimensions, like an antenna. Like an antenna. The next card out is the Magician. You know, your energetic financing that came in, that gave you a lot of grit, is what is going to be the force behind your Magician energy. Incredible, incredible, beautiful. The Queen of Cups in your past, the 9 of Swords in reverse in your current. It's bringing you into a sense of peace. A sense of peace and just understanding that you and whoever this is, you operate very, very differently. You're very, very different, and what your differences are. And what I hear is they don't like hearing that. They're intimidated of you, and they're under the illusion that they're just like you, and they're not. They're not. So this Lovers in reverse, this King of Wands, arrogant fire sign, or somebody who is demonstrating arrogant fire energy. You have a sense of satisfaction now that you have accepted your differences about this person. You have a great sense of satisfaction within yourself. But this person, not so much. You know, they're devil energy and trying to exploit you. Seeing that they couldn't exploit you, that you did not, you weren't taken down by this energy. I see this as their energy. It's actually both. You don't feel torn anymore. You don't feel torn anymore. Yeah, you don't feel, it's like you're just respecting the differences is the kind of outcome that you're okay with, but your person is very intimidated of you and does not want to talk to you, does not want to confront you, does not want to face you, doesn't have the language to face you, because they know you can see through them. They know you can see through all their BS, and they know it. They know it. So they're not going into their healing. The 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands in reverse. Yes, I'm seeing this kind of in a way as like almost like the 4 of Swords. It's kind of you're slowing down. You're being asked to slow down. You've just come through a major storm. onto your contract. And the creator's like, okay, slow down now. Slow down now. Even though, and you don't have a sense of defeat. You don't have a sense of defeat. Even though you didn't change the world, you changed you. And in changing you kind of makes you bow with respect to the world. Like, thank you. Like, thank you so much. That's incredible. Incredible. So with the Eight of Swords and you slowing down, this is what I mean about your future being aligned with the present. I see the future coming back towards the present, being aligned with you now, being aligned and bringing in a golden opportunity. This golden opportunity is like a longer now, coming into a longer now of you being integrated. The Hangman in reverse. You have a lot of clarity. It's part of you has been hanging and in thought and in process, and you're not hanging in thought and in process anymore. There is a stagnation to where you've been. This could be in your workplace. This could be with the devil energy too, because you are anything but stagnant. So in seeing that, you're just observing. You're just observing. There's nothing to do anymore. You accept this, but you also know this is not going to go anywhere. Where you currently are. This could be the place you work. Maybe you'll have to move on. This could be a friendship. This could be a situationship that you're in that you're going to have to move on. Because it's never, even though you didn't have an impact. Group minds, collective minds, group minds. Let me put it this way. If you work alone in an office you work in your own office, you're all alone, and you decide to paint your office, how long does it take you to decide on a color? Not very long. A day, maybe two, Say you work now pretend you work in an office with 50 other people. And all of a sudden, everyone wants to paint the office, wants to change the color of the office. How long do you think it's going to take to come up with a color? A heck of a lot longer than it did for you all by yourself. It's going to take months, 6 months, however long. You got to go through all the administration and go through all the paperwork and through all the protocols of whatever their policy is and making changes to the office. Like, oh my gosh, it's going to drag out to this huge administrative process when it's like, just bring out a can of paint and start painting, But that's what I mean. You're going up against a collective, and their process is slow. It's like the plate tectonics moving. Although that is a solid movement and that is a true movement, it's still a slow. You may as well stand there and watch your fingernails grow. So you realizing this is opening you up to going into higher lands within yourself. You feel a sense of freedom. You are going to be ready to move on. A sense of freedom. And this will bring you a little bit of fear about your finances coming in. That's to be expected. Change is always uncertain. It's always uncertain. But because you've made a judgment call, not only is this judgment call is releasing what was stagnant and dormant within you, What you have released in yourself over here is going to be coming up in the future. This is releasing the dead energies out of your life and resurrecting the energies that have been dormant, because it's time. Oh my gosh, collective, you are headed in a very powerful direction. You are going somewhere very powerful. Very powerful. What an honor to read this reading, Creator. Thank you. What an honor. Okay, can we please, Creator, have a final Native American Oracle card of direction? Now that the collective this was a long reading. I wasn't expecting the amount of cards to come out that came out, but they did. Like I said, Creator had something to say. Okay, this popped out. All the cards have jumped out, including this one. The number 2. This looks like the snow goose. I've never pulled this card before, so we're in new territory, you and me both. The snow goose. It's the snow goose. Love. This card is the card of love. On a mundane level, the snow goose represents loyalty, fidelity, devotion, combined with passionate desire that moves the heart. Deep instincts are nurtured and supported, allowing for intense connections between loved ones. These feelings of connection and safety resonate with the inner spirit and encourage confidence in one's deepest core. The qualities of the snow goose create the perfect environment for transformation. Just as snow goose pushes us to connect with our human loves, it also nudges us toward a deeper, closer connection with spirit. Shells are symbol of fertility and transformation. The message of this card: make choices based on love and that support loving relationships, both earthly and spiritual. The key words are love, connection, devotion, friendship, sexuality, family, tradition. The time this card speaks of is January, the month of renewal. Holy, and we're like, that's right around the corner, man. That is right around the corner. So this is your immediate, maybe it could be next January, but I don't think so. I think it's this January. Luck and right timing. Luck and right timing. So the Creator, this is your new covenant. I feel like you have come out of a season of storms. I feel the instruction for you is you are coming out of a long season of storms. It's like you've been traveling the ocean. You've been on the high seas for the last, oh my gosh, decade or so. You've been waging and forging through the waters, through the tumultuous waters and the calm waters, all of it, all the weathers of the high seas. And now you are coming to port. The Creator is bringing your ships in. You are coming to port. You are coming to port. Your ships are coming in. And you are creating a new balance upon the earth. Connected to spirit, connected to your heart, connected to your higher soul, connected to what brings you joy, what brings you peace. This is what you are to be focusing on. The storms are over. The storms are over. And for those of you where this hasn't happened yet, this is like a finality, but I'm getting that this has happened. For some of you, maybe it hasn't, but you are going to be fine. Trust yourself, trust the Creator, trust the conditions. You are in luck and right timing. Everything is supporting you. Everything is supporting you. Okay, I'm going to leave this here. Thank you so much for joining this reading and trusting me with this reading. Thank you, Creator, also for trusting me with this reading. If you are new to my channel, thank you so much for giving my channel a chance. If you like my style of reading, please like and subscribe. When you like the channel, when you like the video, it helps the algorithm, it helps people find my channel. And when you subscribe to my channel, you have open access to all my content. All of my content is 100% free, except for a couple of extended readings on a few of the videos. Sometimes I do more, sometimes I don't. And I just love to just give the readings. That's just give the readings, you know. It's so good. So yeah, and if you are returning, thank you so much. My channel is becoming what it is because of you. And I thank you so much. And that's it. I think that's it. Thank you for everything, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Is it Wednesday? No, it's in a couple days. I'll see you Friday, December 22nd at 10 to midnight. That way it's still Friday, okay? Friday, December 22nd, I'll be doing a live. And I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this. See, when I do it this way, I know the camera's not watching me and I can climb in. I totally channel from a very different place. But when I'm on camera, I'm aware I'm being watched. And the readings are very, very different. They're very, very different. I don't feel like I can climb in as deeply. So, yeah, yeah, I'll just have to figure out which way I'm going to do it. I'll probably do it alive just so you guys can see me and we can see each other. And then I'll go back to doing it these way because I love doing this way because I can really channel and get in. I don't have to worry about my physical presentation on camera. I can just do the reading and climb in. Alrighty, you guys, you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you on Friday night. Woohoo! If not sooner, I might do like another reading sooner, but maybe not. I don't know. Okay, we'll see what spirit brings in. Alrighty, you guys, have a beautiful day, and we'll see you next time.